You already know how to create and use an unbiased die class in Java. In this lesson, you will learn how to make use of the class unbiased die and use two unbiased die objects. In this short lesson, you will learn the following: using the unbiased die class, how to create and use two unbiased die objects, and using the system.out.println for displaying results. The problem is to write a complete Java program that makes use of two six-faced unbiased dies, rolls both, and displays the result on the console screen. We have already developed the class unbiased die. We know that it stores as attribute an integer variable called value. It also offers methods to roll the unbiased die object and get the face value rolled. We will use this class in solving the problem. We need to write the main method and place it inside a public class called DiceUser1. Instead of attempting to write the Java statements to perform the tasks of the problem, I urge you to write the skeletal algorithm first. Write the steps in the skeletal algorithm in a manner that helps you get a clarity in what needs to be done. Here, the tasks to be performed are: create MyDie1, create MyDie2, ask MyDie1 to roll, get value from MyDie1, display value from MyDie1. The same sequence repeats for the object MyDay2. We will now refine each step in the skeletal algorithm into Java statements. Let's refine the part about creating two die objects. We can create one unbiased die object called MyDie1 with the statement unbiased die MyDie1 is assigned new unbiased die. Similarly, we can create the second unbiased die object as MyDie2 with the statement unbiased die MyDie2 is assigned new unbiased die. Next, we refine the step about asking the die objects to roll. To do this, we have to send the message roll to objects MyDie1 and MyDie2. These steps are refined in Java as MyDie1.roll and MyDie2.roll. These two statements generate the requisite random number between 1 and 6 and assign the value to the attribute value encapsulated in the objects MyDie1 and MyDie2. The next step to refine is a part about getting the face value of the rolled unbiased die objects. We can access the value through the method getValue. The Java expression to do this is MyDie1.getValue. This will return an integer. We need to assign this to an integer variable, say val1. So we write this as int val1 is assigned MyDie1.getValue. The value of MyDie2 is assigned to variable val2 in the same manner. To display a result on the console screen, we can make use of system.out.println. Specifically, to display the roll value of MyDie1, we concatenate the string value of die1 equals with the contents of the variable val1 and also concatenate a new line character. This is done through the statement system.out.println as shown here. To display the roll value of MyDie2, we follow the same process. At this stage, we have finished writing the main method. We are now ready to compile the classes and execute the Java program. First, we compile the class Unbiased. This class compiles correctly as shown here. Next, we compile the class DiceUser1. This too compiles without any errors as shown here. We can now execute the Java program. When executed, the two die objects are rolled and the face values are displayed as shown here. We can display the roll value of the two die objects without having to assign them to two different variables, val1 and val2. Look at the first system.out.println statement. Instead of the variable val1, we have directly written myDie.getValue. This is just another way of solving the problem. Both methods are good. You need to choose the method that appeals to you. In this short lesson, we learned how to use the class Unbiased. We learned how to create and use two unbiased die objects. We also learned how to display results on the console screen.